Hi everybody, this is Tracy Bookman, owner of Homestead Roofing, and welcome to today's weekly walk in the park, where we take 3 minutes to answer your questions about roof repairs, roof replacements, and the insurance claim process. On this wintry day, we're going to answer a very appropriate question about your roof. What is an ice dam? So Colorado's Front Range has historically had a very mild and temperate climate in the wintertime. However, we do get those days, just like today, where the snow starts building up, and then oftentimes that's followed by a day or several days of clear sunny weather. But oftentimes, even though it's sunny, the temperatures don't get above the teens or 20s. So those are conditions that are perfect for creating an ice dam. The way an ice dam forms on your roof is when you've got some snow sitting up there. 6 to 8 inches is typically what we see, maybe 12 inches. We rarely ever get that much snow here. But when we do, what happens is the heat from inside the house going up through the attic, and it's warming that snow from underneath, and so the snow is melting. And then you get that clear sunny day, and even though it's not real warm, that sun is also melting the snow from the top. So then the melted snow starts running down the shingles, and then when it gets out to your soffit box, which is where your gutter is, that's called your eave. When it gets out there, there's no more interior heat to warm that up from underneath, and then it freezes. So now what you have is out at the soffit, you've got this layer of frozen snow or ice, or maybe even it's just frozen slush. Then what happens is maybe during the night, that freezes even more. When the temperatures are really cold, the next day, maybe the sun comes out, you crank up your heater, more melting comes, more snow melts, comes down your roof, reaches that soffit box, and freezes again during the night when it's cold. That happens maybe repeatedly, and then that ice starts building up on top of your shingles. A lot of times what happens is it starts building up and kind of infiltrating in between the shingles and your underlayment or the roof deck. That happens repeatedly. That's when an ice dam becomes a real problem for a homeowner, because what happens is then when that starts melting again, as that ice pushes back up the roof and reaches the space that's over the attic that has some heat in it, well, then that starts melting, and that water can start following nails and staples down through the underlayment and down through the wood decking into your attic. And when that happens, then water can start seeping out of that soffit box or attic, going down the exterior of the wall, like you can see in this photo right here of this house. A bigger problem is when that water starts coming out of the attic or through the soffit box on the inside of your house, because then you're going to notice that in your drywall and in your ceiling. The big question is, what do you do about an ice dam? Well, there are really kind of two different approaches you can take. One is to try to completely prevent the ice dams, and that involves installing either heat tape at the eaves and in the valleys, or they make a special kind of heated panel, which we're kind of investigating. That's an attempt to just completely eliminate the ice dam altogether. The other approach is to try to mitigate against the water from getting inside your house. Acknowledge that the ice dam is going to occur, but take steps to keep the water from coming into the house. Instead of trying to prevent the ice dam from occurring at all, what happens is a roofer will install a product called Ice and Water Shield at all the eaves, and also possibly in the valleys, sometimes along the side walls or head walls on a house. It is designed to extend 2 feet past the interior wall line. So it covers the whole soffit box and goes 2 feet past the interior wall line. And this is a kind of a rubberized underlayment product, and so it seals around the nails, and it's specifically designed to prevent that melting water from following nails or following staples and going down through the wood decking. So right here is a photo of a pretty drastic example of what an ice dam can do once it starts getting into your soffit box. Yes, that ice can start moving up your roof, but once it gets inside, it can start building up icicles, and probably on this photo, it's probably difficult to see, but there's a solid block of ice down at the bottom of that soffit box, and then that was what was leaking through the exterior and leaving that big stain on the stucco. So that's what Ice and Water Shield is designed to try to prevent, not to prevent the ice dam from forming, but to simply keep that water from coming down inside of the attic space or the soffit box. That answers your question of what is an ice dam. Please leave us any more questions that you might have. Leave us a comment, like, and share this video. If you've got any other questions, give us a call at our office right here at this phone number, 719-433-6991. You can also visit our website where we've got a ton of information and tips, more frequently asked questions on our website right down here, Homestead Roofing Colorado. Please subscribe to our channel so that way you can see all of our content when we publish new videos. Be sure to hit the little bell so that you get notified when we publish new videos. Otherwise, I'm Tracy Bookman, owner of Homestead Roofing, and we'll see you on our next weekly walk in the park.